I'm Sarah Borks in Quito, and in conjunction with NAREIT's REITweek 2021 Investor Conference, I'm speaking today with Sam Landy, President and CEO of UMH Properties. Sam, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
How are fundamentals for affordable housing demand looking at this point?
Yeah, it's very strong. There's more than a 4 million unit shortage of affordable housing in the country. Every market is local, town by town, street by street, state by state. But in most locations, there's an incredible need for affordable housing. In fact, the more it's needed, the less likely you are to get the approvals to build new communities, which is why existing communities become so valuable. But we're trying to determine where to go for future growth, where affordable housing is needed, where we can build expansions of existing communities, build new communities. We're taking communities with relatively high vacancies, and we believe we can turn them around and fill them with ad rental units. So we've seen incredibly strong demand for rental manufactured housing, as well as the sale of manufactured homes where the person rents the lot inside of the community.
Given that the economy and the job market are still in recovery mode, how much leeway is there for rent increases at this time?
So the benefit of manufactured housing is its affordability. And when you look at the affordability of manufactured housing and the amenities being, the quality of life we provide in the community, that's the balance. Affordability plus the community living. And so you don't want to lose track of that affordability aspect. So with that in mind, we try not to raise rents more than 4% per year. I think when somebody does, they're creating issues for the product. You want your customer to have a good experience, and a good experience involves them having relatively predictable rent increases. At the same time, should inflation exceed current levels, we have the ability to raise rents. In most communities, you're dealing with very high occupancy, so that if you needed to raise rents, you could, but we would still balance that, because if you had the opportunity to average your increase, if you had one bad inflationary year, rather than pass that all on at once, if you could pass that on over 2 or 3 or 4 years, that's better for the customer, and we have the financial strength to do that.
Where do you see the most promising internal and external growth opportunities for UMH at this point?
Internally, we have over 1,800 vacant acres adjoining our existing communities. These 1,800 acres don't have existing lots. You have to go through the zoning process, but we've been having very good experiences in towns and states where we came in and took a community that needed to be turned around, and we improved it, enforced rules and regulations, added new rental units, and we develop a very good relationship with the town, which results in our ability to get expansions approved. And that 1,800 vacant acres can be over 7,000 manufactured home sites. So at this moment in south of Nashville, a community called Countryside, it came with acreage to double the size of the community, from about 360 lots to 720. The new community, the expansion, is called Duck River, and we're just finishing construction of phase 1, and we believe that will be an incredible success and a beautiful community. We're expanding Holiday Village in Nashville, and we have other expansions similar going on. So we could build about 800 units per year. Now that's expansion sites. On top of that, we have over 3,000 vacant existing sites. Those sites, there's road, water, sewage. It's just a place, you can now put the home on, and we're adding 900 rental homes a year on these existing vacant lots. So that's internal growth. And externally, our cost of capital has dropped dramatically. We began our program in 2011, issuing preferred at 8.25. The preferred stock is now at 6 3/8, but we received GSE financing at 2.62%, which wasn't previously available. And this is on communities that didn't qualify because of their percentage of rental units. So we've dramatically reduced our cost of capital, which means that communities that we previously turned down because they weren't accretive, they might have been at a 5 cap and our cost of capital exceeded 5 cap, but now our cost of capital is under the 5 cap. So it means we could do more acquisitions. More acquisitions will be accretive to UMH in the future. Besides that, though, we had incredible success building expansions back from about 1994 to 2006, when we build the expansion, sell the home, and earn a profit. So if you look at construction costs today, which are approximately $70,000 a site, and factor in that you might make $30,000 a site on the sale, that would leave you in the cost of the new community at $40,000 per site, which is far less than the cost to buy a community today. Communities today, you're paying, some people are paying over $70,000 a site to $100,000 a site. UMH is buying those turnaround communities at as little as, $20,000 a site. But generally, you'll see 95% occupied communities, possibly even a sub 4 cap, and between $70,000 a site and $100,000 a site. So we believe we can build those. Today the prices go up every day, but you could build those at $70,000 a site, earn your $30,000 to $40,000 sales profit, and be in the lot at $40,000.
Sam, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, and good to be with you, and good to see you.
And for more news and information from REITweek, be sure to visit NAREIT's website, REIT.com.